الاحتلال يريد أن يمارس جرائم بحق الناس
is a form of a digital violence by Meta.
I mean by censorship, suspensions, content removals of pro-Palestine or Palestinian content, accounts, pages,
have been constantly flagged, removed, or shadowbanned.
الجاني لا يريد أحدا يراه.
Digital oppression, dangerous, with real consequences. We now live in a world where the promise of technological progress has been twisted into a tool of subjugation. Digital oppression is the technologically mediated processes where oppressor-oppressed relationships take place, where they reflect the offline reality and vice versa. Digital oppression refers to the systematic and institutional processes that prevent certain people from fully participating in and accessing the digital ecosystem. Internet censorship is the first example of cyberspace othering and the realist. We look at the recent case of the Gaza conflict to see othering through digital censorship in real time.
During the last 9 months of the war on Gaza, Palestinian content faced several restrictions on the social networks, some issue related with ban of content and reduce of the visibility of their content on the social network while they are posting content related with Gaza or the West Bank.
This systemic oppression forces many to retreat into the digital shadows, their very existence a precarious balance between visibility and vulnerability. To illustrate the situation further, we have spoken to activists across various countries and asked them to share their experience with digital oppression in regards to the Gaza conflict.
Since the 7th of October, Meta's actions proved otherwise, which revealed a huge digital oppression. When we post content supporting the Palestinian resistance and exposing the atrocities of the occupation, Meta often censors us, banning our accounts, deleting our posts, and even they provoke us by showing pro-Israel content and the Israeli flag in our feed. Personally, I have been banned multiple times and had my posts deleted under the pretext of promoting violence, even when only displaying the name of Palestine, which forced us to use symbols instead of straightforward content. And this is a form of a digital violence by Meta.
Being an activist in support of Gaza and the Palestinians living under the war inflicted by Israel, it's been quite a challenge to post and to share and to comment on the political happenings and atrocities done by the Israeli regime on the Palestinians. Many times we get blocked or we experience hate speech and our stories don't get enough reach, which we end up having the same people watching our stories or placing likes because of the algorithms, because algorithms don't allow you to they stop the circulation of your posts. And therefore, this is quite a struggle because we can't get our voices out there. But regardless, I keep on posting and sharing every day because I feel it's my right as a human being to show what's happening on the ground in Gaza.
Certain groups find their voices systematically excluded and experiences become invisible, as the lived experiences of those involved in the Gaza conflict show us. Meanwhile, those with the power to datify the world assert their dominance, using data as a weapon to arbitrarily interfere with the choices and actions of the less privileged. The perspectives and experiences of the dominant class are encoded into the very systems that shape our reality, while the narratives of the marginalized are suppressed, their identities reduced to mere data points. This digital oppression uses digital technologies and systems to perpetuate existing inequalities and power imbalances in society. It involves the imposition of laws, guidelines, and rules by those in power, the oppressors, onto marginalized groups, the oppressed.
I mean by censorship, suspensions, content removals of pro-Palestine or Palestinian content, accounts, pages, and the groups. On the other hand, a lot of violent content and incitement to violence, smearing campaigns leveraged against Palestinian users and pro-Palestine activists being online and viral without a real, responsible, and serious approach to combat such violence and online threats by social media companies. In order to tackle these forms of intimidation and silencing, we at Hamli document those types of violations, escalate them to social media companies as trusted partners of most of big social media companies to restore, whether to restore the content that's being removed arbitrarily without reason, or on the other hand, to remove the violent content against Palestinians online. On the other hand, we do or organize a lot of training sessions on digital security and social media policies and community standards. We also do digital raising awareness campaigns and a lot of advocacy campaigns against social media companies in order to change policies and to have a fair, just, free and secure digital space for everyone online.
Studies found that the customized set of protocols and algorithmic processes that characterize social platforms are very much steering user activity. As seen firsthand by the activists and millions of others online, there is blatant digital censorship, matching side by side with the marginalization and oppression in Gaza that displaced communities and those who talk about them are facing daily.